Jai Baba. This is a house where Baba has visited a few times, and this is my mother, Dina. Jai Baba. This is a house which Baba has visited on a few occasions. This is my mother, Dina, and my name is Perviz. I invite you to come in with us. Jai Baba. Now we're going into the house, into the kitchen. This way, please. Out. This is Baba's place where we pray. This is our prayer room.
This is our prayer corner where we pray in the morning as well as at night and remember our beloved Baba.
This picture was drawn by my brother and given to Baba. Baba has seen it and returned it to him.
The picture there.
Okay.
This picture.
Agalo? This one?
I was very young when I first saw Meher Baba, not as Meher Baba, but we used to call him Meherwan. Baba and Upashni Maharaj, both of them were staying at Sakori. And from whenever we used to come to Sakori, my mother used to take us during school holidays. Baba was when doing Upashni Maharaj Aarti, Baba used to hold the string of a big bell which he rung every Aarti time. I first saw Baba and I first heard Baba there singing a song for Upashni Maharaj. At that time, I had a good voice and I was very fond of music. So naturally, I used to sit amongst the other children and having a good time after Aarti also. Aarti was sung by all the people staying at Sakori, and bhajan used to sung by Baba. Baba has got a very melodious voice and he attracts everybody. Baba used to roam about there, but we called him Meherwan Gando. Once Baba was a friend of my uncle who used to come to Sakori very often. And during that time, my mother also told us that you must give respect to Baba. He is not an ordinary man. I first met him at Sakori, and after that, Upashni Maharaj handed over us to Meherwan, calling that you don't know who Meherwan is. One day you all people will come to know how great he is. If I tell you something to do, and if Meherwan say no, you have to you have to believe Meherban and not me. Whenever Upasni Maharaj Baba was for a long time at Upasni Maharaj, and then my husband also used to come over there at that time, and my marriage was arranged by Upasni Maharaj. Upasni Maharaj has given the charge to Meherban, telling him that henceforth I am giving you to Meherban, and obey him implicitly. If I tell you to go, and if he tells you to remain, don't listen to me, but obey Meherban and do whatever he tells you to do. This way, we used to go to Baba very often, and Baba used to tell us that Upasni Maharaj has given the example how to obey Baba. He told us that you don't know who Meherban is. So I am telling you emphatically that whatever Meherban says, you must do that, and do not listen to me at that time. Sticks to him like a stamp on a letter, because wherever the letter goes, the stamp is also there. That way you stick him till the last. So we have done that way in our whole life, and up till now also we are obeying Baba's order implicitly. We love Baba and always loving him till our last breath.
Baba once wanted that he should keep a must in our house for some time. He came here, personally supervised, and gave instructions on how he wanted his room, the must room, to be arranged, and all the things, essentials, to be kept there. But somehow or the other, that the must was never brought, and later on, he instructed us to keep Gustadji here to stay with us. Gustadji stayed with us for nearly over 3 months, and the room which was to be used for the must was the one which Gustadji used when he was staying with us. Gustadji, as you all know, observed silence for 30 years. This is the room where Gustadji happened to stay with us. We had a very nice time and heard many Baba stories from Gustadji while he was there. Gustadji had come to Bombay actually for some dental treatment, and Baba had instructed us that we should take him every day to the doctor and bring him back. And it was at that time that Gustadji, with his sign language, used to communicate with us, and we would again talk to him, and then he would again tell us all things in sign language. And whenever we went out and we went to the bus stop, there was a Mayor Booth house, which Gustadji was very fascinated because it had Baba's name on it, and he would be so excited about it. And he was, of course, we were very happy to have him here. and happy with all the stay that we had with him, because he told us about how best we could love Baba and how we could obey Baba. He always paid great importance that we should implicitly obey Baba. Just loving him was not enough.
How did Baba say you should attend Gustadji when he was here in this room?
There was no particular instruction, but we were told to make Gustadji most comfortable, just like a member of the family. And Gustadji was no trouble at all. He was very childlike and very innocent. So there was nothing in particular as such, except that he was full of jokes, full of humor, and very easy to tend to. In spite of all the silence, we never felt that he was silent. His sign language was as simple as ever. And with alphabets of the fingers, he used to indicate, he used to put he had his vowels A, E, I, O, U. That's how he pointed out his vowels. When Baba shifted his headquarters to Nasik, then our family also shifted from Bombay to Nasik, and it was at Nasik that I was born. My first recollection of Baba is at Rustam Irani's house, that's Adi's brother's house. He had the whole wall covered with tiger and leopard skins, and I was very afraid of it. And Baba wanted me to sit on his lap, and I refused. I must have been about 2 years old, I suppose, at that time. And Baba asked me, "Why are you not coming?" And I said, "I'm afraid of the tiger just above you." And he says, "The tiger won't bite, don't worry." And he put his hand into the mouth of the tiger and said, "See, he doesn't bite." I said, "Baba, that's because you do it. He won't bite you. Nobody would do that to you, but he'd bite me." And then Baba took my hand and put it into the mouth of the tiger and showed that the tiger does not bite. And that's the first thing that I remember of Baba. And Baba used to visit us every day at Nasik, where we were staying there. And every day his demand was that I, as a kid, had to perform a little dance for him. And we used to Baba used to come every day. Baba used to talk to my parents. And there was one incident there that occurred where Baba had said that my father complained about me. And Baba said that the complaint was that I wanted to put the garland on only Baba's picture and not the rest of the Sadgurus. And Baba told my daddy, "Why did you scold her?" So he says, "Because Baba, she was disobedient. I wanted to garland all the Sadgurus and she didn't listen." So he says, "No, but she wanted to garland me, and that covers all the Sadgurus, and that is more important." In that time, that incident also, I think that was very small, but I still remember that day. My Baba used to come and ask my mother to prepare meals for the Mandali over there. And there was not a single day when he did not come. Once it happened that we called to Ashiana for darshan from Baba, and Baba gave individual darshans to all of us. At that time, I asked Baba if I could go abroad. And he just smiled and said, "Try." And because that time my brother also was trying to go abroad. And but he said, "If you go abroad, remember one thing, your mother's responsibility is yours and not that of your brother or sister." Of course, it annoyed me a lot that I, being the youngest, should be given a responsibility when the other two did not have it, little realizing then why and what Baba meant. But later on, within a few months, my brother did happen to go abroad, and within a year and a few months of his going, he passed off. The day this happened in 1958. Baba was here in Bombay a few days before my brother's news was received. The news actually came to Baba first. And Iraj and Huma was sent specially to our house to convey the news to Mummy and me. By that time, my sister too had been married, so Mummy had already become my responsibility. And the first thing Iraj came and told us was, asked Mummy was, how are things with you? Does Kharshid communicate to you? So we said we have not received a letter from him for a very long time. And then he asked, Baba says that if you get news about Kharshid, will you be happy? She said, I will be happy for anything. I don't mind any sort of news, except that I don't want him to break Baba's orders. That is the most important thing. And Erat said that, don't worry, he will never be breaking Baba's orders now. And the minute he said that, I somehow realized what had happened, but Mummy did not. And thereafter, Erich gradually told us that Baba had sent us, that sent him and Huma just to convey that Kharshid had passed off. But if we did not cry, he was going to give us darshan. And we were taken with my sister, who stays close by, to Ashiana. There Baba told us, meeting Baba, I realized why more than a year and a half ago, Baba had given me instructions, and why Kharshid had not been told anything at that time.
What do you think about Baba being the avatar of the age?
Well, to us, Baba is just Baba and nothing more. It did not matter to us whether he was the avatar, whether he was God realized or not. We loved him for what he was. He was everything to us, and we never doubted or questioned his why or what or anything. Just if he said something, it meant law to us, and nothing more about it. We never tried to understand or tried to have an intellectual outlook of what Baba is or is not. We just loved him for what he is, and it mattered little what others thought of him. People may say anything about him. People may turn around and tell us even today that Baba was a fraud. It would not matter. Our love for Baba would still remain, because we loved him not for what he has to be or was or any such thing. We just love him, that's all.